here to bring you news, politics, and whatever else tickles my fancy. Welcome to the Ho Ho Show, and I am your host, Ho Ho. All right. Well, welcome to the Ho Ho Show. And, I gotta admit, I like the intro music. However, the voiceover, I want to change that. I'm not happy with that. Not at all. The music, the music came out great. But it's just, and the sad thing is that is the fifth version of an intro that I've done. I just keep playing with it, keep tweaking it, and I'm still figuring out the program. Or the app, I guess you could say. I do like its functionality. I like it. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. It is easy to use, but there's it's a learning experience. It really is. And thank you, Al, for letting me know what app you used in order to make the music that you did. I mean, he's got some pretty awesome stuff out there that he's done. I've heard quite a few of them, and he's got like 40 plus of them that he's done, maybe 41, 42, I'm not sure. I know he's got 40 of them, and I've heard, a good handful of them. And, I like them. They're pretty neat. So, so just today I did the, I recorded the religion, Ho-Ho's Way, and I'm very much liking that show. What I want to end up doing with it, of course, I've reclassified it from religion to spirituality. Yes, it's about biblical stuff and religious and spiritual topics. So, and honestly, I don't have any topics right now on hand that I am looking at going into and tackling, but as life happens, as the topics come to me, then I'll talk about them, bring them up for discussion, and just kind of go from there. But with the Ho Ho Show, this weekend is the first time that I've it was last week sometime that I actually got my setup for the mobile studio. And this weekend and really this week has been the first time that I've really been able to use it. So I got it over a long weekend, over Labor Day weekend. And, I'm really happy with it. I really am. I'm actually kind of surprised with the overall quality of it. I haven't really found a whole heck of a lot of options out there as far as a mobile studio setup, but I'm liking what I found very much. So I am going to end up getting a second mic and using it. This is also going. Oh, hiccups! Oh, I hate them. But this is also going to give me the option to, with the second mic that I had gotten, because I didn't know. Oh, still hiccups. I didn't know which one I was going to end up using, and the one that I do use, Mobile Studio, works. Hiccups. It works great. It works perfect. The other one that I got is really going to come in handy. Oh, yeah, this is going to hurt. But it's really going to come in handy if I do, like interviews. This way I'll have I'll have the microphone that plugs right into the phone, and it'll give it that more, a better sound quality than just using the microphone on the phone. Not that there's nothing wrong with that microphone, but it'll give the overall interview a better feel, and maybe even in the matter of speaking, it'll give me more credibility for, whatever. But, it is something, because it also does have an on-off switch, and it is a standard looking microphone. Wow, these hiccups are going to annoy the crap out of me. But, I really do think it's going to work pretty well on that. So, And of course I have pretty much everything in my possession for my home studio, and the home studio is going to be in the attic. And that's just one of them things. It's so cliche, so cliche. It cracks me up. Very cliche. I mean, you've got in the bunker, you've got the boiler, you've got just different cliched radio podcast places that they're done at. So to me, to actually be able to join that with in the attic, I'm actually pretty excited about it. It's just what can I say? I'm a kid. Sometimes little things, they amuse me, and this amuses me. So I got my microphone, I've got a phantom power supply, I've got a mic stand, headphones, just basically the whole 9 yards. I haven't pretty much with the setup that I've got now, I can go ahead and start with it as soon as I get Windows 7. I've got my laptop. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use Ubuntu with that. The Spreaker Studio does not work with Ubuntu. So, but yeah, the Spreaker Studio doesn't really work on Ubuntu, unfortunately. I mean, it requires, I believe, Adobe Flash 10 in order to work. And, I'm going to be honest as well. I haven't, I still have yet to figure out how to use Wine effectively, which is the Windows emulator for a Debian operating system, which is what Ubuntu is. It's a Linux operating system, Debian. That's, what it is. So yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the Darkside, and I have pretty well decided on getting Windows 7. The laptop that I got originally had Windows 8. I'm not a big fan of Windows 8. I had the option to use Windows 10, and I mean, I've heard enough bad things about it. It's, just more of the same with Windows 8 that I really don't want that. I want to go back to Windows 7, more of an operating system that I like. I like its functionality, that's just what I want to stick with. So I really haven't decided as far as if I'm going to do the home edition or do professional. I'm really not exactly sure with the, I'm going to have to do a cost-benefit analysis with it, and just really see what type of functions that it has on it, and if it's going to be worth the extra money to buy it. So that's pretty much where I'm sitting on that. But I'm going to end up getting a desk, getting a nicer office chair, and get the home studio set up for in the attic. So but yeah, it's I haven't spent a whole heck of a lot of money out of it, but the price is definitely starting to rack up. But even still, once I get home and once I get Windows Professional or Windows 7 Home Edition, either one, I will be ready to go and using the home studio and have this thing ready to go. And the good news is, within the next week or two, things with work should definitely tone down to the point to where I will have every weekend off, every Saturday and Sunday off. So when I'm home for the, Saturday edition of the Ho Ho Show, and I will be home for the Sunday show of Religion Ho Ho's Way. So that's what the goal is. That's what I'm looking for. And of course, when I'm out on the road, I will have, my mobile studio to do whatever ends up happening and do news on it and do interviews with people out on the road. I might end up doing a third show, kind of around trucker stuff. I really haven't decided on that. I may just end up incorporating it into the Ho Ho Show and just kind of, broaden its stuff. I mean, I really don't know, though, because, really, outside of trucker, trucker news really don't mean anything. You know, I mean, it really doesn't. You know, outside of the trucker world, you know, trucking stuff, you know, it's lost. You know, nobody really cares. But, you know, we care. But that was beside the point. I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good. You know, just throwing some information out there. You know, one other thing. You know, I've talked to a couple friends of mine. You know, one of them, dear friend, I am, you know, asking him to, you know, listen to the podcasting and, you know, give me some feedback and let me know what he thinks. And, you know, I mean, I'm definitely overly critical of myself. So, you know, me doing this, I'm chicken shit. I admit, you know, and I definitely, I want his feedback. I want to find out, you know, how he feels about it, pointers he can give me, criticism, whatnot. Another friend that I am asking to take a look at this, and, well, not a look, but a listen at this, is, you know, he is basically the reason I started, you know, that I even had this slight inclination to get into podcasting. And, I mean, he's got 4 years experience. He has been doing this. He has a following. He's got listeners. He's got an audience. And, you know, a wise man once said that if you want to know how to do something, talk to somebody who's doing it. You know, so that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going with that. So I'm excited to get this really up and going, to really start putting this out there on social media. I have already started putting some stuff onto, what social media is that? Twitter. I am too chicken shit in order to use Facebook as of yet. But, you know, once I get this, you know, get over the hump, get the fear out of the way, and, you know, really get some good constructive criticism, or, as my buddy put it, Simon Cowell on steroids. I thought that was amazing. Awesome job on that one. Good visual too. But yeah, I hope that didn't go. Alright guys, here's a little bit of Aaron Lewis, country boy. Thank you much for listening. Any feedback you got for me, just send me a message, send me a tweet, send me a Facebook message, whatever. So, thank you much for listening. Have a great day.
1964. My grandfather was a drinker back in the day, put him down. But a war is known to change a man, and the whiskey's known to change a man. That's not me. I rarely drink from the bottle, but I'll smoke a little weed. I still live in the sticks where you wouldn't go, in a town of 1,200 off an old dirt road, and a country boy is all I'll ever be. Now it's been 12 years since I sold my soul to the devil in LA. He said, sign your name here on the dotted line, and your songs, they all will play. He set up shop on Sunset. He put me up at the Marquee. He said,
you wanna sell 1 million records, boy? You better listen to me.
He said,
change your style, whiten your smile. You could lose a couple of pounds. If you wanna live this life, you better lose that wife. Do you need your friends around?
I said, no, that's not me. 'Cause the biggest things in life are your friends and family. And I like my jeans and my old t-shirts, and a couple extra pounds never really hurt. 'Cause a country boy is all I'll ever be. 'Cause Hank taught me just how the house without my 945. I got a big orange tractor and a diesel truck. My idea of heaven's chasing whitetail bucks, and as a country boy, you know I can survive. Now 2 flags fly above my land and really sum up how I feel. One is the colors that fly high and proud, the red, the white, the blue. The other one's got a rattlesnake with a simple statement made. Don't tread on me is what it says, and I'll take that to my grave. Because this is me. I'm proud to be American and strong in my belief. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again, 'cause I've never needed government to hold my hand. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again, 'cause my family's always fought and died to save this land. And a country boy is all I'll ever be.
I love my country. I love my guns. I love my family. I love the way it is now. And anybody that tries to change it has to come through me. That should be all of our attitudes. This is America, and a country boy's good enough for me, son.